Hey, first graders, it's Mrs. Ryder here, and I'm excited to teach you guys the difference between needs and wants. So I'm excited. So let's get started. Needs and wants. I want you to think of four things that maybe your family buys at the store. It could be Target, Amazon, Walmart. It could be online or in the store. It could be food or toys or clothing. Write those four items down with a word or a picture. And if you need to pause the video to write those down, that's totally fine. Then you are going to circle the items that you think are a need. Out of your four items, which ones do you think you need? And then cross out the items that you think are a want. All right, I have some examples myself. So I thought of a puzzle. We've been buying a lot of puzzles lately. Do you think that's a need or a want? I know a lot of you like Bakugans. Do you think that's a need or a want? I have been drinking a lot of water lately. Do you think that's a need or a want? And Jake and I have been playing a lot of games lately. Do you think Connect 4 is a need or a want? We're going to come back to these also, by the way. We'll come back to them after I teach you the difference between needs and wants. And we're going to come back to your list and see what you think is a need and a want. What is a need? A need is something you must have to live and survive. Can you think of something you must have to live? I'll give you a couple seconds. All right. A house is something you need because of shelter. It could be an apartment, it could be a condo, a townhome. You need a roof over your head so that when there's bad weather that you have a warm place to sleep at night and a safe place to sleep. So a house and shelter is a must need to live and survive. Also, food like lunch, breakfast, supper food is a need to survive and live. Junk food is really more of a want, but vegetables, fruits, bread, pizza, those are all needs because they provide us breakfast, lunch, and supper. Also, water is a need because our body needs water to survive. So, three things, same with me: shelter, food, water. There's also more needs that you need to live and survive, but those are one of the three most important. We'll go over some more needs later. A want is something that it would be nice to have. Can you think of some examples of a want? Dolls, I think these are called LOL dolls. Those are a want. It would be nice to have those at your house. TVs are nice to have, such as and also computers, tablets. Candy is a big want. We don't need candy in our lives, but it's nice and it's yummy. Legos are a want. Those are just toys, or if you see any kind of toy, that's just a want. It's something nice to have, but we don't need Legos to survive in this world. Oh, a phone. If you are a kid, you don't need a phone. You have your parents. So phones and tablets, computers for children are wants. All right, it's time to practice. I have some pictures. Peanut butter sandwich, is it a need or a want? You are right, it's a need. We need to have lunch and supper foods to give us energy and nutrition and be able to live. Ooh, money. What do you think money is, a need or a want? Money is a need. So our parents need money so that they can buy us a house and food and water and groceries. Oh, look at the cute puppy. I would love a puppy. What do you think? A need or a want? Definitely a want and something that I want. I want this dog right here, but I don't need it in my life. Water. Yep, you are right. It's a need. A house is a need. A bike. Oh, this is a tricky one. Do we need bikes? No, we don't need bikes. It's just a want. It's a toy. Ooh, this one is electricity. So lights, if we can turn our lights on and off, and we can plug in our phones and our tablets and our TV. I would say that electricity is a need. Some people don't have electricity, but I would say that's a need. Heat during the winter and air conditioning. I think air conditioning I think air conditioning here are both needs. Sometimes we turn off the air conditioning though if we can open our windows. And fruit. What do you think? I think fruit is a need, kind of like peanut butter and bread. Those are all things we need for lunch and supper and breakfast. We don't need junk food though. All right, I have 3 questions for you. Let's see if you can get all 3 questions right. First question, how does your family pay for your needs and wants? How does your family pay for the needs and wants? Yes, you're right, money. How does your family earn that money? So where does the money come from? Does it come from a tree? Because that's what my mom used to say when I was little. No, the money comes from jobs. So your parents have jobs, or your sisters and brothers might have jobs, and they earn money at those jobs. So we have needs and wants. So your family has money, and your family goes to work, and that's how they get their money. So what are some jobs that people do to earn money? Can you think of a couple of jobs? Here are lots of jobs. I just did a couple. I think just a few. There's so many jobs. So when you grow up, you can make money by working. Here's some examples. You could be a doctor or a nurse. You could be a firefighter or a police officer. You can be a farmer. You can be a chef and bake and cook for people. You can be a pilot and drive airplanes in the sky. You could be a singer or an entertainer. You can be a construction worker and build homes, or you can work construction on the roads. And my favorite, you can be an author and a writer, and you can earn money by making awesome books. So here's just a couple examples of jobs, but you can do any job when you grow up. There's lots of other jobs, like I put on there teacher or dentist. There's so many jobs out there. All right, we have a couple more activities, but I want to go back. Oops, here, let me do this. I want to go back to this one. You present. All right, what do you think? A puzzle. We're going to go back to these items. A puzzle is a want. Bakugans are a want. Water is a need. And games are a want. So I wanted to go back and check those since we just started with that. Now I have our last activity. We're going on a camping trip. We're going on a camping trip and you're in charge of the packing list. I want you to grab a piece of paper and fold it in half. And then with your finger, press it in half. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then open it back up. On one side, write once, and then write a line. And the other side, write needs, just like the picture below. Write down on one side all the wants, and then write on the other side all the needs. So I'll give you some examples. A tent. Would it go on the wants or needs side? Fire and wood. So do you need to bring wood along or be prepared to get some wood when you get there? Sandwiches or hot dogs, a sleeping bag, a hat, marshmallows, bug spray and sunscreen, a lantern so you can see, and a flashlight. So you can pause this screen and I want you to sort them between wants and needs. I'm not going to give you the answers though, so you have to try your best. And if you do this activity, I want you to take a picture of it and send it to your teacher. I hope today that you learned the difference between needs and wants. I'm going to go back up to this slide. Remember that a need is something you must have to live and survive, such as a house, vegetables, and water. A want is something that would just be kind of nice to have at your house, like TV, Legos, Star Wars, LOL dolls. I have lots of ones. Remember that puppy? So I'm going to leave it on this slide so that you can pause it here to do this last activity. You can pause here and, oh, let me pull up the pictures first. You can pause here and you can do this activity. Don't worry about the spelling, just try your best. I'm excited to see what you put on the want side and the needs. Also, if you think of more things that you pack for camping, like I was just thinking in my head, like clothes. What else would you pack for camping? Maybe books. Do you need your tablet or your computer or your phone? Or a map, swimsuit. There's so much stuff you have to pack for camping. So I'm excited to see this list. Thank you for watching today, and I hope that you learned the difference between needs and wants.